They were decisions made in desperate times.
I feel like I got taken advantage of.
As a pandemic pummeled Coloradans' finances,
it's completely unscrupulous.
Some homeowners were met with an offer for quick cash.
I met with them up at the McDonald's across the street.
MV Realty's homeowner benefit agreement paid them a handful of cash up front in exchange for terms many of these homeowners never knew about. They were signing a 40-year contract.
Good Lord, no, 40 years?
A contract that entitled MV Realty to tens of thousands of dollars in proceeds if the homeowner ever decided to sell.
This company has done significant harm. They need to make it right.
Now, a year and a half after Steve on Your Side started investigating these deals, Colorado's Democratic Attorney General Phil Weiser filed suit against MV Realty Wednesday morning.
They targeted the most vulnerable people who were financially insecure and needed money, and they misrepresented the product. They're like, here's some easy money with no strings attached, and we won't put a lien on your property. There were strings, there was a lien, and those people who took this deal, they all regretted it.
The state's lawsuit accuses the company of violating the Colorado Consumer Protection Act, using deceptive marketing and high-pressure tactics to not give homeowners the chance to understand what they were signing.
Often they were met by a notary, say, to McDonald's, and given limited amount of time to even read the document, no ability to have questions answered, and they were outgunned. When you give someone a 15-page legal document and you say, I need you to sign it now to get $300, that's an unfair thing to do.
It accuses MV Realty of offering bad real estate services to some clients and none to others, yet still cashing in.
This was unconscionable. It was a blatant disregard of the law.
The lawsuit seeks tens of thousands of dollars in damages for each homeowner who signed on. But immediately, it asks the judge for an injunction to get current homeowners out of their contracts.
The critical step that we're focused on immediately is getting all these liens extinguished, preventing this company from abusing the liens that they should never have been able to have gotten. We want to make sure that's done.
Back in January, MV Realty sent an email to all of its clients offering them an out. You pay back the promotional amount by next week, they'll cancel that contract. We asked Weiser about that today. He said his advice is to not pay that and to let this lawsuit play out. MV Realty hasn't responded to our request for comment on this lawsuit. Colorado, by the way, is now the 10th state suing MV Realty, guys.
Wow, this has been going on a long time. I know your stories as well. It's taken a lot to get this moving along.
Yeah, you know, it's been broken down in parts. First, you had the legislature banning these contracts in the future. That happened in early 2023. Then last year, you had the Real Estate Commission step in and say, we're going to revoke MV Realty's license to do real estate transactions here in Colorado. But we were still finding people who were under these contracts. And even though MV Realty couldn't sell their home, they were still coming to them and saying, well, no, you owe us if you're selling this through another agent. So the AG here is really just trying to get a judge to say, let's put a halt on these contracts until we have a ruling that says whether or not they're legitimate.
Is MV Realty some giant conglomerate lost in the Midwest somewhere, or is it some guy named, you know, Mike?
MV?
Mike Vitale. No, it's a company based in Florida. It was started in part by a former Big Brother contestant who works in real estate. They had this idea to offer this program all throughout the country. They're in many different states. Like we said, 9 others are suing them right now. It did take the Attorney General a while to get this case going. He told me today part of the reason for that is because they had to basically investigate 900 different cases. They had to talk to so many people to find people to name in the lawsuit.